Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Cal bringing you another video on the channel today. What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about a little experience I just had, and hopefully it can relate to you in some way, and maybe you can take something from it. Earlier today, I was playing pool, not like swimming, but like, pool, and, I was dropping shots, and I ended up feeling really good, and I caught this really great vibe of energy, but it was generated by thoughts, and I started to get into this level of form. And when I mean form, I mean like identifying with something that's not myself. A lot of people do this with their job, with their title, with just different materialistic goods they have, such as having a car, such as a product. And I felt really good because I was having great conversations with people, and it was nothing against them. And I knew, even though I felt good in that moment, I was setting myself up for suffering. And when I mean setting myself up for suffering, I mean, even though I feel good in that moment, due to the attention I was receiving and due to the energy that was coming into my mind and the thoughts I was identifying with, I knew a couple days down the road I was going to feel less than, even though that's not true, due to the fact we are all equal, right? No one's superior, no one's less superior than anyone. In the absolute reality, that is a fact. It doesn't matter what job you have, it doesn't matter what nationality, what race, what ethnicity you are from, we are all the same, we are all equal. Yes, we have individual differences, but on the absolute level, it does not matter. We are one with everything. So as I knew this, right, I knew that I was setting myself up for suffering, and I found myself thinking a lot, and I found myself out of the present moment, meaning I was focusing on my thoughts so much that I was creating a hypnotic mental state where I was just gassing myself up, meaning I was just telling myself a story of who I am. And this is what a lot of people do a lot of times, and this is what I do a lot of times as well, and this is part of the addiction to thinking, right? We identify with our mind even though we're not our mind. So when we do this, we tell ourselves a story like, oh, Cal, you're the man, you're so cool, everyone loves you, and there is nothing wrong with self-love, right? Self-love is awesome, it's better than self-hate, and you have the ability to let go of your personality completely and just be completely present in the moment. That is the ultimate goal of awakening. Really, there is no goal, but I'm just saying that to help you understand. After I got done eating dinner with my friends and, I felt really good about myself, and I noticed that I was just continually stuck in this thought state of mind. So after we parted ways, I went to go meditate in this building that I always meditate on campus. And as I meditated, I found myself observing my thoughts, and I found myself continuing to attach onto my thoughts. And as I attached onto my thoughts, it became my reality, right? Because let me tell you, the more attention you put into something, the more it is going to dominate your reality on a regular basis. And it creates this standard, right, within your mind of who you think you are. And when that standard is not met, you're gonna feel suffering, right? So the best thing you can do is have no standards. And do not get me wrong, having a goal, having a standard is not a bad thing when it doesn't take to the extent of who you are and it doesn't drastically take your energy or attention. You want to put that below. It shouldn't be something that dictates your life and your attention on a day-to-day basis. There's nothing wrong with having that, but if it begins to dictate your vibration, your energy state, that's when it gets out of hand. And that, my friends, is exactly what was happening to me. I feel extremely grateful that I was able to meditate and re-ground myself and remind myself of who I truly am. And when I was meditating, I didn't necessarily feel like meditating. I was like, dude, why am I doing this? I'm literally lowering my vibration. I'm lowering my energy, how I feel right now. But I knew it was something that I had to do. A utilitarian principle. It was of the highest good, right? For myself and the longevity. You can kind of connect this to working out, right? I was working out the other day, and as I was squatting, people who've been watching my channel for a while know I've had like a lower back problem, and I got lower back inflammation. And so today, right, I really wanted to squat heavy. And even when I loaded the bar up, I felt discomfort in my lower back. But I knew if I squatted, right, even though I wanted to, it would not have been worth it in the short term. But it would be worth it in the long term because my back would be healthy by Sunday, by the next time I squat, and I'll be good, most likely, hopefully. But that is very similar to how I felt tonight, right? So even though I could feel good tonight, right, by gassing myself up, what happens when that standard is not met? And listen, I know I could be wrong about this, but I know my truth and I know what's best for me, okay? So you do not have to base your technique of approaching things the same way I do. But I really like to reground myself in the present moment because that is truly the only time. And once you start to get out of that present moment and you start to set standards and expectations that you don't even realize you're setting of who you think you are, right? Your name, not who you truly are. That's when things get out of hand, and that's what causes suffering. Identification with the mind. And you gotta flip it around. Your mind is a tool. It is not who you are. It's ultimately there as an instrument, but when that instrument gets out of hand, it takes you over, and that's what was happening to me. So even though it was getting to the same goal, the means to get there, right, my intentions, the tool I was using to get to happiness and feeling good about myself, it was not the right tool. And yes, it is okay to use yourself gassing you up. It's okay to say great things about yourself, but ultimately realize you are creating an expectation that is like an up and down expectation that constantly goes from good to bad, man, I hate myself, man, I love myself. Why do you have to keep labeling things? Why can't you just be with all that is? It is okay to credit yourself. It is okay to do all these things, but ultimately, at the end of the day, we create this imaginary self-image, and whether we realize it or not, it becomes subconscious. But once you take a step back away from things and you're able to ground yourself, you're able to keep a peace of mind. You're not thinking nearly as much, right? And you're not gonna have that up and down, oh, am I good or am I less? Are people accepting me for who I am, or am I accepting myself before I let others accept me? That's kind of what I wanted to bring to you guys today. I had a really great experience and I thought I'd share it with you all. And hopefully this helped you in some way. And if it didn't, well, yeah, but this was kind of a deeper perspective, a deeper look into kind of, even though things may be going right, and you may be feeling really good, you could be setting yourself up for suffering in the coming days or a long time from now, because that subconscious programming, that conditioning that we condition our minds with, has an effect on us in the long run. So I love you guys. Love yourself because I love you, baby. And yeah, peace.